More drones, more sanctions, and more people going to the front lines. All that despite the earlier hopes of 2025 being easier than the year before. Hopes had been pinned on a shift in Russia's relationship with the United States. With President Donald Trump nearly 1 year into his second term, some expected a cooling of tensions, as Trump promised to end the conflict in just 24 hours. But the press in Russia says 2025 was a year of misplaced hopes regarding the United States.
We were really expecting that with his presidency there would be some changes, maybe sanctions relief, but that didn't happen. So yes, we are sort of disappointed.
And while some Russian politicians say Trump is the only Western leader who now seeks to understand the root causes of the conflict, Russians are still cautious.
For me, all the Western countries are always trying to fool Russia, and Trump is no different. I'm certain he will keep trying to fool Russia. For now, Russians believe him. Let's hope for the better. My son is fighting in the operation, but I do not think it will end soon.
At home, economic pressure and sporadic attacks weigh on daily life. And analysts say despite a belief that Washington and Moscow might reset relations, strategic interests have not changed.
And Trump understands that very well, that the further peace deal is being delayed, the more ground Russia gains, the more power we acquire. And he actually, since Russia and the US are still, well, not enemies, but like rivals on the global stage, Trump doesn't want us to be that, to gain that much power and that much first. So he wants a peace deal that would favor the United States.
Albeit late in the year, one positive sign for the Kremlin is that Russia is no longer seen as an enemy of the United States. Its adjusted national security strategy says America must re-establish strategic stability to Russia, which would stabilize European economies. But with Europe, Moscow sees a different approach.
We do not have any aggressive plans against NATO or EU members, as the President said, and are ready to have these guarantees fixed in legal documents on collective basis. But that is us. We stand for our words. And on the other side, there is a blatant militaristic rage. And as the President said, if Europe decides to fight, we are ready right now.
Ukraine seems to also be doubling down and remains determined not to cede territory to Russia in a peace agreement, and seemingly has the backing of its European allies. Moscow welcomed the US readjusted national security strategy, saying it aligns with Russia's vision in many ways. But as 2025 ends, Russians are left wondering whether next year will bring the change they have been waiting for, or more of the same. Dasha Chernyshova, TRT World, Moscow.